Lawn bowls is a passive game. Matches take up to 3 hours. Around 62% of time is spent waiting, 9% bowling and 24% walking. 21 ends around 672 metres. Bowler's heart rate is around 107, near the adult resting heart rate. Tiredness is often an issue in bowls. Lawn bowls is mentally challenging. Mental fitness and challenges can make or break a team. An online poll found that lawn bowls topped importance in analytic and tactical ability, motivation and confidence, and to cope with pressure. The competition is ACT Men's Pennants, an inter-club competition played over 10 to 15 weeks in autumn. Teams consist of 12 players in 3 teams of 4. Each team of 4 has a lead, a second, a third and a skip. The top 4 teams play the finals to win the coveted pennant.
Team roles. The lead places the mat and rolls the jack and creates shots in the head. The second gets bowls close to and behind the jack. The third also uses shots and tactics to attack opposition shots. The skip manages the head, develops strategy and calls shots of players.
This is the Lawn Bowls Fours team from Tuggeranong Vikings Grade 2 Pennant team. Players are lead Phil Henson, second Damien Grosvenor, third Malcolm Gunner and skip Brian Smith. New players learn the lawn bowls constants. One is consistent repetition, being able to repeat the action through practice. Lawn bowls practice is called a roll-up. Practice is not considered essential for Tuggeranong Vikings Pennant teams. Players were asked each week about practice. 3 played social games. There were a few roll-ups. This lack of training was evident in low percentage of success with bowls delivered by all players. The initial interest was to gather data on player performance and provide feedback to suggest ways to improve performance. As the study progressed, it became evident none of the players valued or engaged in practice. It was believed player feelings about game results might improve with more practice. The goal then came to identify areas of weakness in skill, consistency and preparedness and develop a model training program to prepare players for the 2020 season.
Metrics description. For this analysis, 2 lots of data were collected, player surveys, 2, and performance data.
Pre- and post-game Google Forms surveys were given to each player. They asked about preparedness, tiredness, game difficulty, mental, physical and tactical, emotion and optimism.
Performance data. This analyst collected data about every bowl bowled by every player.
Line and weight. The core of lawn bowls is to deliver bowls close to the jack, a line and weight on target. Line is the term given to how wide or narrow of the centre line a bowl is delivered. Bowlers say a bowl delivered close to the centre line has good grass. Weight is the term given to how far in front or behind the jack a bowl is delivered. A bowl which lands well in front is short, well behind is heavy. Data collected included round number, end number, length of end result, end score, player, hand played, shot played, weight achieved, line achieved, shot success and shot result. Analysis and interpretation. Issues to investigate covered performance and well-being. Analysis. There were several specific issues this analyst wanted to investigate. They were performance, hand played, shot success, line and weight, and well-being, attitude, confidence and practice. It's generally accepted among bowlers that within 1 metre of the jack is a good bowl. There's not a lot of data available on bowls consistency. Judson suggests players at Pennant Grade 2 should deliver a mean of 1.2 metre distance from the jack. Bowls Canada suggests players in inter-club competitions bowl within 1 metre length and 60 centimetres width 70% of the time. In this study, when a bowl was delivered greater than 1 metre to the left, right, in front or behind the jack, it was recorded as wide, narrow, short or heavy.
Results. The team performed below that expected of players at this level. Line achieved. Here, on average, players delivered within 1 metre on target 68% of the time. Weight achieved. Here, on average, players delivered weight within 1 metre on target 53% of the time. Lead performance. The lead achieved line at the expected rate 72% and weight 14% below that expected. The lead played 76% forehand round the clock, but performed backhand marginally better. About hand played. The Royal New South Wales Bowling Association State Coaching Committee suggests the lead should identify and play the best side of the green. To play the easier side of the rink may have improved consistency. The lead did not think about games before they occurred. He had one social game a fortnight and rolled up once throughout the season. The lead most often described feelings prior to play as indifferent and frustrated post-game. There may be motivation issues the skip or coach will need to address. Second performance. The second bowled somewhat below expected performance in both line 66% and weight 51%. The second played backhand 74% round the clock, but performed 5% better on forehand. The second did not think about the game prior to play. He had one roll-up all season. The second had mostly positive thoughts about the game before and after. Third performance. The third bowled line within expectation, 70%. His weight was below par at 48%. 35% were heavy, which is expected when thirds attempt to play weight to remove opposition shots or cover back bowls. The third played forehand 44% and backhand 56%, though he was more successful on his forehand. The third thought about the game beforehand a few times during the season. Most weeks he played 2 social games and had one roll-up during the season where he practiced correct weight drills. The third was generally positive in his attitude before and after the game, though on occasion felt some frustration post-game.
Skip performance. The skip tended to rely on his ability to draw shots or play weight to win ends. Both his line, 62%, and weight, 56%, were below par. Only 16% of his draw shots were successful and 6% of his weighted shots. The skip didn't direct jack length. This removed the option to play the opposition's unfavoured length or to throw them off to gain advantage. There are 8 tactics a skip may call or play. These include cover against the jack moves back to opposition bowls, remove opposition shots, trail, move the jack back to your team's bowls at the back, drive, fast powerful delivery to move the jack, remove shot bowl or kill the end for replay. 78% of shots the skip called were draw shots, 2% were cover shots, 6% were to remove opposition shots, 14% were to play general weight. The skip rarely, if at all, called other shots. The Sun City Centre Lawn Bowling Club Handbook for Vices and Skips suggests the skip should call all shots for their team members. In this case, the skip called only 23% of shots. He left tactical decisions up to the individual player.
Prior to each game, the skip reported feeling calm and mellow. After each game, he was mostly happy, but on occasion felt frustrated. The skip played 2 social games most weeks during season, but did not roll up.
What should they practice? All players should deliver good line and weight. The third and the skip need to deliver good tactical shots and identify, plan and execute good tactics. The recommended training programs for each player are as follows.
The lead's core training focus should be weight, as he delivered a significant number of heavy and short bowls. As he works full-time, this analyst suggests the lead has 2 skill-focused roll-ups after work and 1 social game per fortnight during the season. The focus should be weight drills for a variety of lengths. The second bowled a significant number of both heavy and short bowls. Often when his weight was on target, he bowled narrow or wide. This suggests his training should focus on skill consistency.
As the second works full-time, this analyst recommends 3 roll-ups after work per week during the season. The roll-up should focus both line and weight drills. The research by Burse et al. Suggests that players who play backhand tend to be more successful on shorter ends. It's recommended he practice both forehand and backhand at short, medium and long lengths.
The third is a relatively consistent player who has some success with tactical shots.
The third's line was generally within expected results, however his weight was somewhat inconsistent. There were many short bowls. To play controlled weight is an important skill for third. It's recommended when the third plays social games he plays a skip to practice tactical analysis and shots. He needs 2 tactical or skill roll-ups each week to practice weighted shots to remove opposition bowls, trail the jack or kill the end.
The skip has areas of weakness in consistency in line and whether he bowled short, on target, or heavy.
When the skip plays social game, it's recommended he plays at skip in order to practice his tactical analysis and shots. He should have 2 roll-ups each week. Roll-ups should alternate between line and weight drills and tactical drills to play weighted shots, remove opposition bowls, trail the jack or kill the end. He should also observe 1 game a week to analyse player tactics. In general, most players felt relatively tired after each game. It's recommended players walk 5 kilometres weekly to build stamina and work body weights twice a week to build strength. Activities include arm weights, squats, stretches, sit-ups and bends. This will help players cope with the physical actions required in bowls. It's recommended that players gradually increase their training to ease into the new program over a number of weeks, to avoid risk of overtiredness and mental fatigue. The lead 6 weeks, the second 7 weeks, the third and the skip 4 weeks. Critical reflection. For the initial purpose, to provide feedback, to the monitoring system met the requirements. It provided good data for players to use to analyse their own performance. It also provided the analysts an opportunity to make suggestions on occasion to help players to adjust and improve their performance. For the updated goal, the performance study could use some changes. Tactical analysis and line and weight performance should be studied separately. For tactics, only results which scored shot, or second shot, or cut out opposition bowls were recorded as successful. It would have been better to record results according to the shot attempted. This would have enabled better analysis of tactical shot success. For a line and weight study, it might have been beneficial to apply the Judson methodology to assess bowls' consistency and accuracy and measure distance from the bowl to the jack. Again, wellbeing should be a separate study. One imagines if players engaged in training there would be more to report. As it stood, there was little benefit to record most wellbeing measures, which impacted the skip and third somewhat, but generally not the lead and the second. A useful study might be to compare preparation and perceived difficulty of games, mentally, physically and tactically, with a view to recommend strategies for mental and tactical preparation, and to compare games to measure the impact of these on performance.